All right. In this module, I just want to really quickly go over composition and how we quantify it. So, as scientists, really in general, but engineers, material scientists, we want to know and we need to be able to quantify the composition. And so this is something I'm sure you've seen in other classes, so I don't want to go into it into a great detail. But basically, this just gives you the expressions of how we calculate composition. And so there's one of two ways. We can do it by weight or mass percent. And so for a material such as an alloy that has multiple components, then you want to be able to determine the weight percent. So you can take the mass of the one component and divide it by the total mass, which would be the mass of one and two together, if you're just talking about two components. Then there's also atomic percent, and that's when you're looking at the number of moles or the number of atoms. And so there you're counting up the number of moles and the component and then divided by the total amount. And both of these, if we're talking about percentages, we multiply by 100. So I don't mean this to be a full-on detailed explanation of how to do these calculations, but I just want you to be aware that this might be in part of this chapter and how we calculate composition. And so if you need more information, it's going to be in our course textbook Callister in chapter 5 section 6 on specification of composition. So there's more details on how to make these calculations and what it means to talk about the composition. So go there if you need some more resources. This is just meant to be a quick recap of that information.